I love making money. I tried it IRL and it was too hard. So, I picked up TCG Card Shop Simulator, and that's a highly redundant title. TCG means trading card game, so this is Trading Card Game Card Shop Simulator. How eloquent, absolutely charming, oh. Despite the titular redundancy, this game has had me hooked. At this point, it's the only game I play. There's something to say there that I could be playing anything and I've chosen this. So because of the hold this game has taken over my life, I'm going to do a critique of sorts. I want to talk about what makes this game click. I want to cover how this game has taken up all my free time and the flaws that come along with it. The flaws of the game, not the flaws of my newly taken up free time. I think we understand the downsides there. I can be learning a skill, making more money, finding peace in life. Nah, I want to play the game! Oh, and for brevity, I'm going to refer to the game as Card Shop Sim. The original name is such a goddamn mouthful. A mouthful of Pokemon and Grease. Card Shop Sim is a business management simulator. You run a card shop and sell a variety of cards, games, and accessories. This concept appealed to me as soon as I saw it on Steam. I was dissuaded from buying it though because it's early access. I hate early access, man. There are tons of really cool games out there under early access. I feel like I shouldn't buy any of them though and just wait for the full release, whenever the fuck that's gonna be. Listen, I completely understand why early access exists. It allows developers to playtest their game, get feedback, and get funding as they work on the game. I think it's a completely valid practice. It's completely on me that I feel like I shouldn't buy them. There's a strong part of me that just wants to wait for the full game. I feel like I don't want to waste time on an incomplete game. All this to say that Card Shop Sim has changed my perspective a bit. Yes, this game is technically incomplete, but what is here is so addicting that I don't even care. In fact, I'm excited for the new updates, though they'll update this critique as soon as they come out. When I'm done playing Card Shop Sim, I'm sure the next update will bring me right back in.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
My card shop started off humble. The very first challenge was picking a name. I mulled it over, really gave it some thought, and within 30 seconds I landed on Stinky's Card Emporium. Perfect. I didn't realize how relevant the name would be, given that about a quarter of my customers reeked of BO, complete with a visible stink cloud wafting off them. Early on, the only solution was to grab a bottle of Febreze and manually spray them down. They didn't seem to appreciate it. Apparently they're quite attached to their smell. I'm attached to my profits though, and stinky people were hurting my bottom line. Nobody wants to shop with stinkies hanging around. Eventually, I unlocked an air freshener that automatically keeps the stench away. I set it up right at the front door and almost no stinkies can get in. All that work to keep people fresh, and I didn't find it very fun. It was mildly funny at first, but after a while it just became a chore. Constantly restocking air fresheners made me wish it wasn't even in the game. It ended up detracting from the experience, I think, realistic as stinky gamers may be. Another thing that bugged me right from the start was the music. It's this repetitive loop I can only describe as default tycoon game music, a short grating track that makes me feel like I'm stuck in elevator hell. Listen to this. Yeah, I did myself a favor and I turned it off. Honestly, this game is much better when you've got something else playing in the background. A good video essay or some curated music goes a long way. I'm reminded of games like American Truck Simulator, which is similarly best paired with background audio. Love trucks, man. Card Shop Sim doesn't have a narrative structure to it, so it lends itself quite well to this. There's no dialogue to listen to, only the repetitive rhythm of running your shop. In the quiet repetition, you enter a bit of a flow state. You restock, you check customers out, then you order new inventory. It's a very simple gameplay loop. Some might say that the game is a bit grindy in that way, and I can't disagree. I've always loved the grind though, so it's right up my alley. The grind lends itself to this game being somewhat of an incremental game. Not in the clicker sense, but in progression. Very slowly you unlock new stock and make slightly more money. It makes me not want to put it down. Every day you're going to make a little bit more money, and that cycle repeats over and over until you're tripping over stacks of cold hard dough, baby. It's a slow go though. You need to keep upgrading your shop level and items. You start out with the most basic setup, a shelf and some cards. Those cards don't sell for a lot, so you're going to have to sell a lot of them to get anywhere. And your shop is damn tiny. Makes me feel almost claustrophobic. Your shop is essentially the hobby closet, but later you can really expand. I'm a little past day 100 on my main save, and I've expanded the shop to an acceptable size. I even unlocked a stock room where I just put a bunch of card tables. Those card tables shouldn't be underestimated, by the way. People pay to play games at the tables, and you can set up in-store events that pay even more. The card shop is a cash cow, and there are 1,000,001 ways you can optimize for maximum profits. Of course, you can really min-max the fun out of the game if you want. I've seen setups with like 5 items that maximize profitability, but I don't find that fun. I want a proper game store with a large selection of items. I want my customers to come in and have a wide range of things to pick from, even if that's a detriment to my profitability. Of course, I did set up a table with extra card boxes on it, hoping that it would drive more sales to them. Card boxes seem to be one of the most profitable items. On the rarest card box I've unlocked, I profit $100 each box. Those are some damn good margins, and I want to sell as many of those as I can. Besides the card boxes, I have a plushie corner, a shelf for general accessories, and a shelf with the Tetramon books. Oh yeah, the TCG is Tetramon, which I feel like I should have mentioned earlier. The art for the cards is just awesome. They have a really consistent art style, and it impresses me just how many Tetramon there are to collect. I have a few favorites, 2 of them being Jack Turn and Mumog. There are different kinds of cards to collect from different series. I really like the ghost cards, which are like rare inverted color cards. And yes, I do have a Jack Turn ghost card, because I'm that cool. Getting them manually can be a pain though, as you're going to be opening a lot of card packs. While running your shop, you're probably going to find yourself drawn to opening the card packs. If you're already opening them in real life, you'll probably have a lot of fun here too. I didn't expect to get as hooked as I did. I spent entire days just opening packs and checking out customers. I even hired an employee to stock shelves so I'd have more time to do it. But after a while, you'll end up with a mountain of 50-cent cards that aren't worth selling individually. The fix? Buy a workbench so you can make bulk boxes of 100 cards. They don't sell for much, but it's worth it just to clear out all the junk cards you've piled up. I'm trying to collect every card, so I save at least one of each type. It feels a bit like Sisyphus pushing a boulder up a hill though. There are so many cards, and collecting them is painfully slow. Customers are always showing up to sell or trade specific cards, and I usually take the deal if it's a new one, especially if it's a ghost card. When I'm not getting new cards, I'm customizing my store. There's a damn plethora of ways you can decorate your shop. You can get new flooring, new walls, hell, you can even get a carpeted ceiling if you want. I don't know why you'd want that, but you can do it. I settled on a carpeted floor and Minecraft stone bricks for the walls. I even put a little plant for the photosynthesis. While there are a lot of ways to decorate your shop, I wish there was even more you could do. The game is in early access, so it can be forgiven. It's definitely possible, if not probable, that there will be more customization options in the future. For now, I'll have to cope with what we got. There are mods for the game too, which I haven't touched. There are a few that offer more decoration options, but not a lot. I'm actually really impressed with the modding community for this game. There are so many mods, including a Linkin Park mod. I don't like Linkin Park, so I won't be downloading it, but I still found it fascinating nonetheless. There's even a Pokemon conversion mod that I might end up downloading. For now, I'm modless, and that's just okay. The base game is plenty for me to work with. I'd like to point out that this game has been dogged on for the graphics. Personally, I'm all for them. It's a very simple, functional graphic style that I enjoy. I think too many games go crazy with the lighting and reflections, trying to make everything like photo real. Makes me think of those GTA 5 graphics mods that just kind of make everything look wet, so there's more reflections. I think this looks like shit. More reflections doesn't equal better game. Whatever, I digress. To bring this essay back to a sharp point, I have to address this game's flaws a bit more. The grind that I personally enjoy can easily become a slog for someone else. It really just depends on what games you like. While I enjoy the slog, there's a lack of an end game here. Once you upgraded your store, bought all the expansions, hired employees, the game feels a bit empty. I mean, what do you do when your shop is a hit and the money's streaming in? I can see a point in the future where the novelty of this game wears off for me. I'm definitely not there yet. Again, the future updates will surely bring me back when I'm done. The next update is supposed to be card grading, and I'm rather excited for that. I do wish there were more variables in your day-to-day grind though. Give me a rival store that I have to compete with, or another shop location I can open up and build up. There could be people that try to pay with friggin' Monopoly money. There could be even people that steal, if they could work that in without that being too annoying. I see a world of potential here with where this game can go. The devs are dedicated too, constantly releasing notes on the next update. Hopefully there are some updates to the AI as well. Both the customers and the employees are next to brain dead. The customers may as well be walking wallets with eyeballs. They come in, they buy an assortment of products that don't really make sense, and they walk out. Seriously, why would you need 6 copies of the same book? Or several packs of the same dice? At first I kind of shrugged it off as like, oh, people are buying gifts. But that dismissive optimism is just about run thin. As for the employees, well, they're pretty damn slow. The first couple aren't even worth hiring, they just can't keep up with the demand of even a small shop. I have a very fast employee doing restock, and he can't hold a candle to how fast I can. That being said, he does keep up with the demand of my shop. We both have our roles. I'm the clerk and he's the restocker. It's working well and I'm afraid of hiring more employees. At this point in the game, I still have an active role. I fear that once I hire both a restocker and a clerk, I'll have just about nothing to do in the game. Hiring more employees would free up my time to do more boss stuff, but there's a cap to that. I'm locked at a certain shop level, so I can't keep unlocking new stuff until I hit that next level. After that, I'm basically stuck just ordering stock and opening new card packs. Speaking of which, the pack opening, while fun at first, kinda gets dry. The excitement for rare cards comes few and far between, and I often find myself in this glazed over state where my eyes defocus and my mind goes blank. I even remember missing a $1,000 card earlier in the game just because I was in that haze. The haze really sums up the grind. These kinds of games can lull you into autopilot with their endless cycles. Buy stock, open cards, restock, check out. 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 Really sorry about that. Perhaps I got carried away. You know, after all this, I've got to say, I really love this game. It's eating up all my free time and I'm so fine with that. Yeah, I've called out some flaws, but the good stuff keeps pulling me back in. I feel like some kind of fiend. When I'm not playing, I'm practically twitching, just waiting for the next fix. I'll be at work, mind-wandering to Tetramon and plotting the most optimal store layout. The hooks are in me and won't come out. At the end of the day, Card Shop Sim has its quirks and frustrating moments. Customers act like brain-dead zombies, employees move at a snail's pace, and the late game feels a bit empty. But none of that ever overshadows the core gameplay loop. It's just too fun to put down. The satisfying little dopamine hit every time you score a new card still sticks with me. The grind, flaws and all, make me feel like I'm inching towards real progress. Yeah, there are flaws, but I forgive every single one because this game has heart and soul. I'll keep running my card-based empire until the shelves literally collapse. Even when my store is maxed out, I'll still be opening packs and wondering why I didn't quit 3 hours ago. If that's not a sign of a damn good game, then I don't know what is. Flawed and grindy as it is, I'll be playing this game into the wee hours. I hope you find as much joy in it as I have. With all that said, I've been MoistFob. Thank you for watching. And remember, if you're struggling right now, don't give up. There's help out there. You just have to reach out for it. It might not be easy, but you'll come out stronger in the long run.